Alright folks, this is Xearrik and we're reviewing Cyberpunk Edgerunners Girl on Fire episode 6. And woo boy, this was an episode. A lot happened this episode, holy crap. And my audio quality might not be as good as it normally is. It's raining pretty hard outside, and so we'll see. Anyways, let's start with things in order. Anytime there's not a cold opening anymore after that one episode that had a cold opening, I'm afraid that big things are gonna happen. I'm like, all right, well, there's not gonna be a slow burn. You know, it's gonna go right in, right hard, or there's gonna be nudity right away, or something like that. Something like that's gonna happen. And well, that's exactly what happened. All of those things happened. It was crazy. Though, as I said, let's actually start in order. It starts off showing the net world. I can't remember what they call it that the net runners go into, and I was really disappointed in that. This black and white nothing. Hopefully that's just his net world. Every place is supposed to be different based on your perception of things, and you might go into one and you're like fighting dragons and stuff like that, where another person's actually like fighting a helicopter or something. It's supposed to be like really cool. This was their opportunity to really go crazy and have some insane stuff, you know, dragons and all kinds of crazy stuff they could have gone with, but instead it was nothing. Especially with wait, what was his name? I don't remember, but he had a Japanese accent. They could have leaned into that, and he could have been in like old style Japan or something like that when they were searching for the data. It would have been neat, but it was just black and white. It was nothing. It was black and white boxes. It was pretty boring. So I give the show credit when credit is due, but this here I think is the biggest mistake that the show's made in the entirety of it so far in the 6 episodes, is that the world just is boring looking inside the net, whatever it's called. I can't remember. And maybe my memory of it's wrong. I can't even remember the full name of what they were calling it. Maybe it is just called the net. But I don't know. And hey, maybe I'm wrong, but no, I'm not wrong. I'm definitely right. I remember how it was. Everything's different. Everything's crazy. Everything's like fanciful, way different than the real world. And there's always like a theme to it depending on what people are like. Like one theme might be pink unicorns and fancy stuff. Like really, it's that crazy. And another theme, like I said, is dragons and knights and stuff. It's pretty neat. Anyways, let's continue. Right off the bat, I was like, uh-oh. I remember what I said a few episodes ago. I was like, yeah, it looks like they're trying to show that they're willing to kill anybody, but I don't know. They're going to have to kill a few more people before I believe it. And then the big dude started going cyber psycho. And I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I gotta be careful what I wish for. Holy crap. Yeah, they didn't pull back. He just went full cyber psycho. Like, it was crazy. Like, not much happened this episode, really, but so much happened. It's a 20-minute episode where almost nothing happened. Some secret data about David was found out, possibly, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that's about. And I'm really trying, like, where are they going to go from here? The whole crew's dead except for David and Lucy. And now, my little theory I had like an episode ago where I'm like, at the end of it, David's going to take her to the moon, but it's going to be her ashes. I think I'm spot on. I think I see the ending coming, and it's sad. That sucks. That sucks a lot. So Lucy says there was no data to get, and that we saw that she did get data that was on David. And another cyber psycho that we saw previously, the one that had David's tech on his back. So they're definitely scouting people who have like maybe David's ability to withstand those things. So maybe there is something special about David. And I really just can't remember his name. Tara something. I just can't. No matter how hard I try, I can't remember his name. Terasaka? No. Anyways, what he told David, as far as I know about the cyberpunk world, is true. He's like, he didn't say it, and he said a lot more words, but what he basically said is, you're working for someone eventually. I mean, that's how it works. you're either working for this corpo or you're working for this corpo. Like, he's like, I can help you. I can make you rich. I can give you whatever you want. Just help me. And he's like, no, I'm with my crew. And it's like, yeah, but your crew's working for some other corpo. You're always just working for some corpo. That's Cyberpunk. That's how it goes. And it's sad, but that actually is how it is. And I don't think it's going to be any different. Ultimately, they're going to be working with some corpo. That's the only way they're going to really be able to make big money. And even if they're not getting money directly from that corpo, they're going to be getting money from someone else who's getting money from that corpo. That's just the way that world works. There's no fighting it. There's nothing. That is the way the world works. I suppose there's a potential happy ending where they make enough money and then they leave and they go somewhere where there's no big corporations like that, or at least their effect is a lot smaller and they just have normal peaceful lives. Yeah, it's a bleak world. It is a bleak world. And I think that's it for this episode's review. There's not really much else to talk about. That's all that really happened. Very bleak, very sad episode. Oh, hold on. Before I go, I was editing the video and then my brain started working and I remembered a few other things that happened in the episode. Well, one other thing. Who was that guy with the mustache? With the giant mustache? Who was that guy? He's probably going to be in the next episode. I have never seen that guy before. Has that guy been in another episode and I forgot about him? That's kind of weird. Also, I had another thought as I was editing it. Maybe this is what the world looks like when it's iced. Like when, but I thought that's not what ice was. I thought ice was just security, and the way I've heard it described, even when it is like that, like it's not black and white scrambled nothingness. So I don't know. Maybe that is what it's like when there's like heavy ice that, or I guess what you would call it would be heavy like virus protection, hacking protection or whatever. I don't think so. I don't think that's how I remember it, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. But yeah, that was a sad episode, as you could tell by my choice in music. So anyways, now that I've said anyways about 30 times, as tradition, rest in peace, all side characters apparently. This is Xearrik, and I'm out.